Hello, everyone. Welcome to Double Trouble Live, where everyone is waiting for Frank to pick a winner. At least a double.
You're supposed to say Double Trouble Live at Del Mar, but for a second there, I thought we were at Saratoga. Did you see the splits in that race? Like 25 and 51? Oh, my God. That looked like a Saratoga turf race.
I mean, like I said earlier, I should have tossed away my late pick 4 bet because we were both kind of on the same horse. But I gave out the pick 5 today. $32 paid $1,898.
I know. I said we're going to give Ciaran a chance to red board because I know he had glass of Jameson, but I don't think he said it on the show, so it doesn't really count.
Well,
but I know your
subscribers. You made us talk about this Irish butter horse, Kerry Gold.
I did. Let's run through real quick what we called out.
If I did not call out Jameson, and you guys watch this show, if there's an Irish horse or some booze involved with the name, I'm absolutely using that horse.
Well, you called him out a few days ago, whatever it was, and the horse scratched. So I knew you. Yes. When I saw that horse win, I was like, Ciaran definitely had that horse. But I don't think you mentioned him on the show. Real quick, Kerry Gold ran an even 4th. Just a kiss. Won, crushed them.
No, yeah, we both had the same. We were actually on the same horse, which is crazy.
I know. You said you liked that horse, and then of course Ciaran said, "This is the single of the day."
I want to know if that horse got claimed.
I'm
really curious. That was a perfect placement from the win last out. Like the ownership group there, I think they're the smartest ones who've come out to Del Mar. They know exactly what they're doing. Bring the horses back. Good horses. Place them correctly.
Right.
They get
early in the meet, right?
Yeah, early because you want to get paid. We're going to see this horse before the end of the meet. That's 3 times, You get paid to win, paid for the purse money the next race, and then the smart ownership, they may jump it up in class, but if you're really smart, you just keep it the same and hope you can claim it back.
Yeah, like you said, the Ken Sweezy operation and the owners, I think it was Starry Night or something, they brought a lot of horses out here early in the meet who could win. They ran them. Those horses got claimed, and now they're going to get a piece of the purse the rest of the meet. Genius. Why don't more people do it?
Well, I think the more everyone talks about it, I think it's still a little secret out there. Like it's not spoken out there. So some of these other ownership groups are going to be going, ooh, wow, I can do that. Let me claim a horse in Churchill and then bring him out for Del Mar. And then I can get the ownership group. Hey, we're going to claim this horse. We're going to send him out. This is the plan.
They probably didn't market it enough. They need to pay us to get the word out. I mean, we've been talking about this from the jump. That's actually, Ciaran, that's been one of your angles from day one, and it's worked perfectly.
And so the guys watching the show are going to hear about it. Like, could you imagine if they actually promoted us on the real site?
Here,
the double handle it is the best bet there is.
Is this Naira? What sort of fractions are they running now at Del Mar? I couldn't agree with you more, Nick. I don't think I've ever seen 51 and change in a turf race. I don't care how far it was. 11 furlongs or not. That was, I don't know what's going on. I will say this, though. My horse Sunset Glory was right there and found nothing. I mean, just absolutely found nothing. Mrs. Astro had too much to do. Here you go. Nick has a question for you. Ciaran. Booze or Irish? Some real hardcore handicapping going on.
You know what they say? God invented whiskey to stop the Irish from ruling the world, and it is a true statement.
Well, I say from the jump, there's the expression "luck of the Irish" exists for a reason. So when Ciaran has some stupid name play or bet some stupid booze horse or Irish horse, I don't know what it is, but the dude has the best luck in the world. But
although we do know when they bring even the worst horse from the UK or Ireland comes out here, they usually outperform. Like you have an angle when they cut the East Coast turf, especially on turf. Like if they come out here, they know, like they didn't like the soft ground. They want the hot weather. They want the harder ground.
Yeah, the firm ground is Very important. Very, very important. Oh, hold on. I'm getting the probables up because
we
we
actually
got
need
to
to
start
start looking
talking
at this
gambling
because
here.
we were going to start changing our bets, perhaps.
Yeah, I actually wrote out my bet just so
Well,
people could see it.
of
I
course,
might
number
change
one is
the amount.
favorite.
This is a Ciaran buckshot. I'm just freaking shooting the shotgun. I'm hoping that birdshot scatters everywhere and catches something. Here's what I got.
Oh my! I'm not even writing it down.
It's right
Everything
here.
with
It's well
everything with
documented.
everything. Oh my God!
It's well documented right here.
10.
Well documented right here. What do you think of my shirt? You like my shirt? My Del Mar shirt?
Bad. Yeah.
I wore this because Terry got it for me last night. She was obsessed with the silks at
I'm
Shateen.
assuming that's a Casbah shirt underneath, right?
That is a Casbah shirt underneath. Very, very good. But anyway, this is not quite 100% silk, but it feels really nice. She's obsessed with the silks at Shateen because they're like real silks and they're beautiful. But anyway, the 10 is my key horse. I'm also backing up with the 1 because you like the 1. And then I really can't narrow down the next race, so I'm using 4 horses. 2, 6, 8, 10. Ciaran, walk us through what you're doing here. Does this still hold the same? You gave this out this morning.
I don't think I'm changing right now. We're going 1 with 7 is
87.50. 90 now. 90.
Oh, I love that. So I think that this may change dramatically before the race goes off. And then
we'll keep monitoring. But right now, that's actually the favored combination. So who's taking? Let me see who's taking money the next. So 7 is 90. Next is the 6 at 108. The 4 at 121. Oh, sorry, the 8 at 112 and the 4 at 121. So those are the horses taking money in the next leg.
And I thought this was a race where I think the CAWs are going, what do we do? And if we can beat them, we're going to win. And I didn't think they were going to bet the 1.
Well, no, here's the thing, though. I don't think any of these combinations are being grossly overbet. I don't think anybody knows what to do here. It's not like there's a $20 payout. Like the shortest price is $90.
I think in this race, they actually may do more money on the exactas and tries, which may make us more money on our doubles.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to mess around too much with this double pool because nobody knows what to do in these races. I know the 1 is 4 to 5, but not a deserving 4 to 5, right? I mean, would you bet the win money on this horse at 4 to 5? This is your D'Amato horse.
It is win money, no, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm looking at the doubles and I'm like, I can't believe I've got a 4 to 5 paying some of these prices.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So 4 to 5 with the win pool is horrendous. But if you can try a 4 to 5 shot with your top pick in the next, that's $88.
I got the 1 with the 7 paying $88. How is that even possible on a 4 to 5 horse? That's crazy.
To the morning line, to the 3 to 1 morning line favorite in the next. It's crazy.
Like the 1 to every other horse, the pays don't make sense right now.
I don't think anybody knows what to do. That's the problem. But the 1 is clearly
that's our advantage,
favorite.
Which is why we say the double is the best bet.
Clearly, the win pool people think the 1 can't lose. I mean, still there's 14 minutes to post, but I am shocked at the amount of action on that horse.
I'm not. When the 1 that I thought was the horse that would need the jockey to fall off, the number 12 scratched.
Yeah.
This was this was the 1. If he wasn't in there, I thought the 1 would totally be the favorite. So this 4 to 5, I am not surprised. But
odds on. You really thought this horse would be odds on?
I did with the scratch. With the scratch.
Okay. All right.
But what I'm surprised at is how much the will pays are paying with this horse to the next.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what some of our guys are doing out there. Here we go. Nick is alive in the pick 3 to the 6 and the 7. So needed Cole. So 6 here, 7 next race. Good luck. Going to have to come back with a double now. Yeah, you can hedge. That's the beauty of being alive. You can hedge. You got a nice price in that first leg. You beat a short price favorite. See, I'm not the all ball. I don't have to put money in the swear jar, even though I'm very spready today, which is not like me. Dan H. 13 is the favorite in the doubles. Thought it'd be the 1 and think it was. I think he's talking about from the previous race to this one. Give me a second. I'm going to check out what the will pays are. Let's see. Let's see if the money's going to show up somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 13, Ciaran. So the winner of race 6 to the 13 in this is paying $27.60. To the 1, it's $44. So someone made a huge bet on the 1. This pool might correct before the off. Wow. The 13 is the favorite. Currently, is the favorite in the double will pay.
Tough. 13 spot out there in the outside with
five and a half.
Yeah.
That's why for that info.
That's why everyone's piling in. Ricky's just going to go. As you said earlier, go. I got a horse. Come catch me.
Here's Dan H. Yeah, it won't be 4-5, probably 5-2. Yeah, the money's got to come in on the 13 because they hammered that 13 combination. That's a ridiculous underlay. You're only getting $27 beating an odds on in the first. Crazy action going on here. Again, 13 favorite in the double and the pick 3. 14 is the second choice in the pick 3. So this win money is just one person.
Now we got to see what the 13 is paying to what? Probables 13 to 1, $19. 10, 27. 14, 20. Yeah, this pool is messed up.
It's a little wacky here. Dan H loves the 10. My main daily W. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Seattle Surf is just going to go and has, races against tougher.
To the barn to get more hay.
Go right back to the barn because Frank picked them.
Frank, yeah.
Oh my God, dude, you're killing me.
That horse is like, Frank picked me. The pressure's off. Oh. Just feed me my hay. I'm good to go.
I'm with you, Dan H. I think this horse has races on the form that would be very tough in here. Got to get back to those races, but I think that last race at Los Al was a pretty good tune-up for this. Go as hard as you can. Go as fast as you can for as far as you can. So the 10, that's why I had a little more money on the 10 combinations. Ryan Anderson had the 13 as his top play in the pregame show. I'm using the third. Am I using the 13? I thought I was using the 13. Maybe not. I don't know. I got to go back and look. But anyway, love you, Ryan Anderson, but I want the 10 here.
When I hit the pick 5, I usually go 3 out of 4 in the late pick 4. So I got $1,900 on that early pick 5. Did not have the winner in the last race. So,
and Ciaran, to what we were saying earlier on all of these shows, that was a very logical sequence to have, and it still paid $1,900.
I was shocked when I saw the pay.
Because the computer guys aren't in that. They're not in that pool. It's a low takeout. They're in the late pick 5 pool. That's where they make their money.
And I singled, Tennessee Honey in race 2. So I was like, which made it even cheaper for me. And I was like, I'm going to be out. And then I went 2 by 2 by 2.
That is a lesson. Everybody skips over those races because they're not very interesting. They're usually lower level races. They don't look, you want to save your energy for the later part of the card. But I'm telling you, the early pick 5, the $3 late pick 3, the $5 late double, and the win pool with the CRWs cut off with 2 minutes to post. That is where you should be focusing most of your bankroll. The fact that paid $1,900 is terrific. Congratulations.
I mean, my name is California Pick 4, but a couple of years ago, I wish I could have changed it to California Pick 5 because the pays are now in the Pick 5. The Pick 4, even if you get a couple of bombs, if one favorite wins, they got it covered. Like, who hit that Pick 6 yesterday? Do we know?
I don't know.
Someone tweeted it out yet? Was it the robots again?
Right? I have to think so. I mean,
to have some of those combinations.
There's only one ticket.
Although I think that there was so much bad press that they're not saying it anymore.
Let's roll through some of our listeners' picks. Nick Sievers, again, 13-14 with 7. That's your pick in the last race, Ciaran. Your top pick, the 7. Mr. Guitar, also on the 13 and 14, but he's using the 8, and then he's coming back with the 1 with the 5-8. Okay. Nick's going to educate us a little bit. The beauty of no CAW money is the win pool can be dumb money. You're right. That might have been the owner betting $5,000 on the 1 to win because the 1 is not favored in the multi-pools, in the multi-race pools. So That is completely skewed. But as we look at the tote now, 6-5 on the creep, I think the win pool. I think the CAWs will normalize the win pool, but then they're going to get shut off, so the late money can flood in, and then we'll really see, if there's any discrepancies. But I think it'll normalize.
Even a 4-5 to who I think is going to be the favorite in the next race, the number 7, is paying $91. That's almost like the double we hit with Tennessee Honey a month ago, where it was a 5-2 over a 5-2, and I paid $400. So I think this is a really good double today.
Just curious what the 13 to the 7 is 101. So yeah, I mean the 1 and the 13 should kind of vie for favoritism here, but still both paying really, really good. My 10, I'm looking at, minimum like 186 for 5, and I got some combos a couple of times. I really need this 10 to win here. That would be terrific. Whatever it is, Ciaran, we can't blank like we did yesterday. That was a very, very poor showing, and I'm disappointed in you because you're supposed to be carrying us on the handicapping side. I'm producing, I'm directing, I'm writing this and that. Blah, blah, blah.
You, like they say, hang with people who do well. When you start hanging with the mushes, you know what's going to happen. If you hear someone's winning at the track, you know what you do? You hang out next to them and you make friends with them.
And if you see Scatoni, you run as far away as possible. Mush. Put him in the bathroom. He's a mush.
Like, let's actually look at the will pays for all.
Hold on. Nick,
the 9.
Hold on, Ciaran. Are you paying Nick to make comments today?
No.
Frank can't blank when he has almost all. That's something you would say.
All right. So I'm going to do a Frank bet now just because just mess around. I'm going to do all in this first leg so we can actually say we have the winner.
Okay.
With the Frank off angle. Maniac. We're butchering the names.
Oh my goodness. What, dude, these are going to pay ridiculous. That horse is 20 to 1 on the morning line.
Well, I'm going to throw away like $40 just so I can talk smack to Frank.
Maniac is what, the 9?
Yeah.
The lowest pay is $489. The highest pay is $8,000.
Which is why we're doing that bet.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Ciaran, if you hit this, then I think you'll have bragging rights forever because
you forget about it.
Have a chance. He does have a chance. I was just being stubborn because I couldn't believe. I went back and watched the race 20 times. I couldn't believe the ride that the Moro gave on that horse. But you're right. Scatoni off, right to the winner's circle. Mush, anti-mush. All right, Nick Sievers is going to include the 5 and the 8 and the double, follow guitar. I'm going to put our plays back up. We're going to start with Ciaran.
Oh, I will say, because I'm sure he's okay with me saying it.
You don't have to use names. Don't use names you don't want.
I had to bug our guy about Sonoas. What do you think?
Oh, Cianois? I think Cianois could win. That's a good late kick. Just needs a pace. Absolutely can win. I'm using Cianois.
That is a horse I heard. Make sure you're using.
The horse ran really good last time. I have no knocks against that horse. Just pace dependent.
If it does not win, we'll be right there, like around the line. And if you're looking for those exotic bets, super high 5, all those crazy bets, that is definitely a horse you got to. What are we looking?
So here we both in the next leg. I'm talking about race 8. We both have the 6 and the 8. You also have I don't have the 4, the 7, or the 9, and you don't have my 2 or 10. So we got a lot of horses covered in that leg. In this leg, you have the 1 and the 6. I have the 10 and the 1.
And I thought
we have all. We have all.
And I think the reason the pools are the reason the pools are messed up, and I think I mentioned it earlier, was I think the CAWs are going to hit what twirling, whatever it is, in the next race. I think that's their.
Why do you think that? The
looking at what they've hit or went after on these late doubles without their information, they've hit these like big droppers. You know, the graded stakes horses coming down to the
Yeah, but I mean, 80,000 isn't that big of a drop. It's not like he's running for 30, 32.
With their computers going, their AI is going, Grok's going, hey, bet this one.
Okay, well, let me look. Right now, that horse, that's a 2, right? That horse is 1, 2, 3, 4th choice, 5th choice in the double. So it's not getting whacked. And I don't think we're going to see a big movement because the CAWs aren't really playing this pool because of the $5 minimum and the low takeout. They don't have an edge.
I think this is the hardest double we've seen.
Yeah.
Since the one when I hit with Buds and Suds.
When I hit
the other one. But it still was a 5-2 over a 5-2, and it paid essentially 16-1. This is a great sequence. If you got a conviction here, this is one. If you have a conviction, you go for it. You don't hit. But if you hit,
right, yes,
you're set for the rest of the meet.
Yeah, if you love a horse in one of these 2 races and you hit, you should make a lot of money because as you can see from the probables, nobody has a strong opinion. All the logicals are between 90 and 120. They're all about the same price.
We have a 9-5 horse that's still paying gigantic when you wouldn't usually see that.
Dan H thinks the 5 is interesting in the last race. I disagree. I think there's 2 other speed in the race. But, I'm not going to talk you off a horse. Nick Sievers doesn't like the 5 because he doesn't seem to like Del Mar. That's another reason. Here we go. The layoff. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the 2 is going to get late action from the CAWs.
Well, guys, so this is horse racing. Like, you could be – God could come down and go, number 2 is going to win the next race. And all 5 of us are going to go, yeah,
we're trying to beat him
last time. I'm not betting him this time. I don't like the trainer. I don't like the jockey.
What does God know? Come on. We're going to try and beat him. You're so right.
And that is horse racing right there.
You're right, Ciaran. You're absolutely right. We're stubbing in a little crazy. Here we go, Nick. I'm a God on, Nick off angle. That's the new tagline. God on. Well,
you should be able to change his name to Nick is awake. I'm sure there's something where we can actually put his name as or change it.
He DM'd me. He had to mow the lawn again today. How fast does this man's grass grow?
Is he at Saratoga where it seems to rain every day and they get washed out?
All right, real quick, and then I'm going to show ours before these guys take off. Dan H, 10-7 main play, $15, 13-14 to the 7. Okay, then other combos. See, everybody's hedging a little bit because it's just
the pays are good, so why not?
Yeah, and it's a tough race, tough races. Oh, backyard.
This is one. Even if you don't bet a lot of money in the double, if you spread a little and hit in the next race, it's going to cover your silliness, if that makes sense.
Well, we have God on our side because Ciaran did I'm going to Venmo you $4. I won 10% of that ticket. You don't do them how big is your back and front yard? You don't do them both in the same day, Nick? Come on. What do you must live on an estate or something. Acres of land. Anyway, all right, good luck, guys. I'm gonna put Ciaran's plays up because he is the reigning champion, even though we both
and I'm not ashamed of my picks. Did you actually make a pick today? I
right there.
Oh, 10. Oh my God. All right.
I need the 10 and the 10, the 6, 1, 10, 6, 1, 6, 10. Preference to the 10. All right, they're off. Let's go. Wire. Stop the race. How about a 90-1? We have the all, Ciaran, if this 90-1 wins.
Oh, then we really want 7 in the next.
No, you have it to the Manitic, the 9. Scatoni off tomorrow angle.
Excuse my French.
We don't have a mute button here. Dude, this 5 could win. Who is this 5?
And for some reason, I can't get anything
No,
to load.
5 just stopped like he got shot. Come on with this 10. Keep this horse together, Adrian. Keep this horse together. Don't let the outside horse get you. Flatten out 14. Flatten out. No. No, I'm not going to be alive again. I'm going to run second.
Oh, I forgot what I have here now. Then
We're done. We got all. That's it. I have the 14 written down. Oh, no, I wouldn't use the 14 at all. Steve Knapp, last call ball. 0 for 25?
Wow.
Everyone out there, write this race down. Never bet a horse ever going forward coming out of this race. The fact that last call Paul won this race.
This was the trash race.
Atrocious field. I think Ciaran should have won a foot race.
They looked it. And what's crazy is if we look tomorrow, probably half of these horses had handshakes. Oh, well, do you think 10 got claimed?
The 10?
Sadler or Glatt?
No,
as you said, we the ones who claimed.
No one's going to claim the 10. Maybe the 1. What happened to the 1? Did the 1 run a step?
I don't know what happened there. Came in late, like yikes.
Well, I know a couple of our guys had it here. I know they're right here. Boom. Dan H. 13-14 with 7. Dan H, please, for the love of God.
So who won? 13.
Tell me why you used that horse. I would love to know, because maybe I'm just being stubborn. I see 0 for 25, and I go, what next? And only what? 5-1, Ciaran.
13-1, right? Who won that race?
14. I thought it was the 14.
Yeah, I didn't bet that just because I was stubborn.
I run second with my 7-1 shot.
Although I should have done upgrade on jockey. And you know who won that race? Maldonado finally won.
Oh, is his birthday or something? This horse is 0 for 25.
The previous 6 races were Van Dyke. Upgrade to Maldonado.
You know what? That's true. There's your angle right there. That's all you need to know. You go from a sack of potatoes to an actual jockey. I mean, that's a big upgrade. Mr. Guitar Man, you are on fuego. He's alive. Dan H is alive. Look at this. See, we're so stupid.
Yeah,
Nick Severs is alive. Nick Severs is alive.
Actually, you know what we got to figure out, Frank, how to do? We should do some sort of poll where everyone bets, and then we do a bet based on the poll on the doubles. We got to figure out how to do that.
Like a consensus pick?
These guys know more than we do.
You mean like a consensus? Like if 5 guys have the 13, we have to use the 13, something like that?
Yeah, we'll do something. Twitter poll. Twitter, we have those polls, so we'll do that for the Sunday show. I'll figure it out.
Ciaran, though, you said it yourself. If God came and said, hey, last call Paul is finally going to break his maiden today. I know he's 0 for 25, but today's the day. Are you going to bet the horse? So, what does God know? What does God know? I'm still not going to bet the horse. Robin Martin looking cool as ever in that shirt, Frank. You know, sometimes I have to outdress Ciaran. He shows up with his fancy English tailored bespoke suits. You know, sometimes I just got to outdress the man. He's sitting there at home with his T-shirt on, drinking his beer, looking all raggedy.
It's still early for Frank. At least one of us is drinking. The only way.
Oh, Terry's going to start a fangirls club for me. How about that? Love you, Terry. All right. 10 ran much better than expected. CAW had the 14 as second choice. There you go. I saw Nick Severs' station. He sent me a picture. He said he was ready to go. It looked like he was working for NASA. He had computer screens everywhere. He had everything going on. Like this guy, this is why he had the horse. He was following the money.
Show you my setup one of these days versus this one.
Ciaran, you look good. I'm just glad Frank did not gild it. Well, yeah, for what?
Now,
Your day
now this is
your day
this is the hard race now. Now we get to
look at this.
Are we officially have to see
Okay, from now on, I'm going to make a rule, Ciaran. If one of our listeners has a different horse that we haven't talked about, when they post their play, they have to give us their case for liking the horse. So then maybe we could throw the horse in. So if Nick had said that, I would have been like, oh, man, I still wouldn't have bet the horse. I still wouldn't have bet the horse. I wouldn't have bet the horse.
I will say, I'm actually – so We actually got the winner, Frank, because we pulled a Frank.
Yeah.
We did all in this race.
I know we did. Let's see what they're paying.
And we're alive. We're alive to the Frank off horse, which is really good.
The nine. What are they paying? Let's see.
Well,
I told you I got 10%. I Venmoed you $4. Will pays. Let's see. Will pays
$832.50. Come on, let's do it.
Oh my goodness! Look at this too. A bunch of pick six carryover horses.
So the 4 is the favorite.
Who's the 4?
On the Will pays. The Mike Smith horse is the favorite on the Will pays.
You're right. I am right. Yeah. Okay.
And
I could see that.
And then the JJ horse is second-ish. Oh no, the 7, my one, the one I thought should have been the favorite. Niso's.
Then the 8, but the 8 is the 8 is the favorite in the win pool. Wacky. So right now,
well, as you know, it's a Little Red Feather, Phil D'Amato horse. So
yeah, but Phil's got another one in here too.
Gens are betting that horse, so yes. What's in that, Frank? Whiskey? Water?
I'm still on the water, man. I still got writing to do. It's been a long day, long day. But I'll go to my maker's mark. I'll go to my maker's mark. Okay, so here it is, Nick. It's not technically a Scatoni off angle because it's a jockey play. Usually I'm off the horse, but in this instance, because I actually put it in writing how I thought DeMoro's ride yesterday was awful, Ciaran pointed out that because I said that, boom, right to the winner's circle. He's probably going to give the best ride of the meet, and this horse is going to win, and we're going to win $830, right, Ciaran?
$832.50.
All right. Let me see how much time we have. 18 minutes. Let's do something a little different, Ciaran. Let's go horse by horse and say why they can or cannot win.
All right.
I don't think the 1 can win under any circumstances. Do you?
Exotic horse. We're going a mile on turf. Although, when you look back, 5 furlongs too short, closed. On the hill twice, second, 6 furlongs, second. So I don't think the jockey can do it, though. But is not without a chance.
Okay. I'm X. So you would make like a contender, like a C-level contender?
Ciaran is 44% for a profit. First time routing.
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like this horse is 7 years old. Why have they're going to try routing the horse now? Like it just makes no sense to me.
And but look at the works.
Big figures.
And look at the works. 48, 47. So some horses just like the beach.
All right, so he's not an X for you. He's an X for me. Twirling Point, I have as an A. How would you grade the horse? I know you don't letter grade, but just as an exercise because we have time. You really don't like this horse, do you?
No.
X?
Which probably means I'm going to talk it to win, but no. X for me.
X for you, okay.
So long off the layoff.
You got any stats for the money? Thomas?
And they're in for the money, and I think everyone's going to look and go, graded stakes horse, grade 1, grade 2 stakes, in for $80K. Like you said, they're hoping no one claims it, but Glatt or Sadler, essentially Sadler.
Yeah, hey they might.
Sadler, hey guys, we got a horse. These guys are racing it incorrectly. We should go this. And he's done that. I've seen him do it a few times and then come back the next race and blow them out of the water.
I'm putting the fact that we're alive to the 9 horse up there. So anybody who joined us late.
Come on. Frank it.
Anybody who joined us late could be like, oh my God, these guys are alive to the 9? They must be so smart. That had to be Frank's idea to do the all ball.
Number 3.
Wait, I don't know the square bucket. That's Ciaran did the all. I didn't do the all. No. I'm off the hook on that one. Anyway, I'm going to put it back up so we can brag. Should I take a screenshot, Ciaran? So when the 9 wins, we could say we had it. Or you know what? You could cut and paste it and edit the video and put it up like you did with the other one.
When I post that we won our doubles the last few times.
I know, you're so nice. When did you get so generous and kind?
Just so I can talk smack.
Yeah, we. There's no we. It was all Ciaran. I. But anyway, I appreciate you for carrying me on your back for a little bit, until I get hot. Once I get hot, forget it. All right, let's go. The 3, any chance? X for me.
Yeah, no.
Okay. The 4, absolutely. I mean, I thought the 4 would
That's
be the favorite.
What makes perfect sense.
Yeah, perfect sense. Not surprised this horse is the 2-1 favorite. Should have been the morning line favorite, in my opinion. The 5, I mean, maybe, but I just think the horse is too much speed. I don't see it.
No,
any chance?
Yeah, and I'm just opposed to the trainer.
Yeah, I'm an X, but I know that Dan H, I believe, liked this horse. City Exile absolutely has a chance, right? I mean,
yeah. And JJ's not won at the meet for Phil, so
is that right? Is Frazu getting all the live mounts? Is that something we should be looking for?
Yes.
So shouldn't you be blowing up Frazu's phone and telling him he needs to ride Gold Phoenix?
No, we got Pratt, so Pratt by default.
Who? No, never heard of him. Never heard of him.
And it's just the wrong timing, and it's one of these things. JJ's the last 6 is 0 for 6. That's not going to last.
Yeah, because that makes no sense. Because I mean, D'Amato wins a ton of turf races, and JJ's the leading jock. So that trend is gonna stop real fast at some point. The 7, obviously, Ciaran's top pick can win, but I don't know. I think I don't really like the horse. I really don't. I think his other speed. What price is that horse right now?
7-2. If that horse stays at 7-2, I'll just hammer it for a win.
I think he will. I think the 2 is I think Iron Rye is a deserving favorite. 8 Ciennois absolutely can win, but it's pace dependent. 7-2
Rescue is riding great for. Little Red Feather, my partners, absolutely has a chance. This is a horse. What do we? 7-2 as well. I mean, this.
Yeah, taking money. That's
what's annoying is this is the kind of race I used to look at and go, "Oh my God, if I get the 3 horses or the 2 for the try and exacta, I'm going to get paid big."
Yeah.
The problem is the robots have taken the edge out of it. So that's why I'm like so anti those bets now. And I used to make all my money on those bets.
Ciaran, you're absolutely right, because they get locked out of the win pool with 2 minutes to post.
And
they're crushing the exacta and trifecta pools because they can flood the system with every freaking combination based on their algorithm.
And even if we're the smartest guy, and I've seen some of the pays at Del Mar where they had, I'm just making up numbers, but like a 5-1 to a 10-1 to a 50-1. And you're thinking, oh my God, $1,000. And it's like $200 because they had it every way to Sunday.
They suck the value out of everything. That's why I'm so glad that they're out of the win pool. I'm glad they're not in the early pick 5. So these retail player friendly bets. Be smart with how and where you spend your money. I'm not telling you not to play your other favorite bets just because the CRWs are in those pools. But I'm telling you, if you like money and you want to be a serious horse player, you need to spend your money wisely. You need to play in pools where you have somewhat of an advantage. And these are the ones we're talking about.
Win and doubles, because you can see we can see what they're doing.
They're not even really doing it anymore, though. They're exactas, trifectas, and late pick 5 and the pick 6. You know what? They can have it. They can have it. I'll just keep things simple. This bet has been terrific for us. Ciaran's had a couple of really, really nice scores. I once made $7.50 when I hit the double, so I was able to get a slice of pizza and a Coke, so that felt really good.
And you got that because you went all in the first leg, so maybe we're going to win the second leg here, and you get your second double. Come on, let's go.
But I had a 20-1 who got DQ'd. That's not fair. All right, number 9, Maniatic. Yes, this horse can win. Absolutely, and I hope he does because we're alive. I like the 10. I think the 10 can win. So we just went through the field, and there's like 6 contenders. This is a tough race.
So this race, Frank.
Yeah,
I probably said it earlier. 11 times, 8 of the winners were 5-1 or more.
Yeah, that's right. And then there were a couple of,
and 3 of them were over 10-1. So this is
chaos.
And then when you look at that's why this is a hard race. I mean, you look at the conditions, and yikes, it's hard. And I will say, Del Mar, we're promoting the late double, but the racing secretary, the races he's putting in for the doubles this season, he is making. That's why the average bet is like $600 because of these conditions.
The payoff, you mean? Yeah, the average payoff.
And they're giving the average guy a chance to make some big money here.
And look, if you're on the East Coast and you're wrapping up Saratoga or whatever, and you look at the last couple of races at Del Mar and you go, 12 horses, 10 horses, 14 horses, like, heck, I'm gonna change my reservation to 9 o'clock. I want to play these races. I mean, how could you not get involved as a horse player? You're getting the $3 late pick 3, which is only 15%, which had a huge field, 11 horses or whatever in the stakes race. Then you have the last 2 races of the day for the $5 late double, big full 14 and whatever we have here, 10. I mean, it's incredible. Here, head of the Ciaran fan club. Let's go, Ciaran. It's your birthday week. Winners, W-I-N-N-I-N-G, to quote the great Lil Yachty after he won with his horse. I think it was called Let's Have a Chance or something like that on Saturday. Shout out to Lil Yachty. New hire 2026. Did you apply for a job, Ciaran, or are you trying to replace me? Is this who you're going to replace me with?
AI, yes.
Notice the power dynamic shift. Now Ciaran has the lead camera angle. I'm relegated to the backup camera angle.
I asked Grok today, and I said, "What will Frank win with?" And it was like all with one horse.
Well, that's what we have. We have it. Let's go 9. Del Mar, I love the 2 because of a 60% win trainer angle. Does that back up your numbers, Ciaran? I know you dig really deep on that stuff. Not sure what angle he's talking about. Maybe the layoff or maybe the drop in class. You got anything on that? I know you don't like the horse.
Rispoli's 1 for 1 with the trainer. Trainer's 20% this year. Turf starts 22. I do not have the angle, he says.
Yeah. Hey, Del Mar out there, can you let us know specifically what angle you're referring to? Because, I'm very interested because 60% is no joke, especially if it's a decent sample size. How about this? Roman Calzadias. I hope I'm saying that okay. Thoughts on the 10? I absolutely like the 10. I don't like the post, but you can win from out there going a mile. I've always liked this horse. This horse has run well at Del Mar before. I think the horse is sitting on a big race. What I like is that Ayuso sticks around. The horse had really no chance in that race, and I think Ayuso wants to make amends.
The post sucked.
It does.
The post
it
sucked.
But
and this might have been one, not a discount to the jockey. A different jockey, I might have gone, maybe I'll look.
I like Ayuso.
Over and
I
over.
like Ayuso.
No, I like him, but sometimes, even with that crappy post, like if JJ hopped on here.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. If JJ or Rispoli or Barrios, like one of the turf guys.
Even with the bad, sometimes, and I know some horses hate some jockeys. It's crazy. Then you hear about it later. Then they get some obscure jockey hops on and they win because they got along.
I won't name names, but there was one point where a jockey on the circuit about 6 or 7 years ago, he's like going through a divorce. He just had so much bad energy, and he's sitting on the horse. And when it came time for him to ask the horse for something, the horse, nope. The energy was just off. The horse is like, I don't buy with this guy. I don't like who's on my back. I am not doing what he wants me to do. It is a real thing, people. I mean, they have brains in their head. They're very intuitive animals. And if you get on the back of a horse with negative energy, good luck.
And we always talk up Quigley.
Yeah.
He can tell you might have the best horse on paper, and they will go to Del Mar and just, I do not like the vibe of this crowd. They get someone hoop hawing in the corner and like, yeah, I'm not racing today.
Yeah,
they look bad. They just have an off day.
Or the opposite, like horses who are like, this look common at Santa Anita, come down to Del Mar and like they breathe in the fresh, the air, the sea air. It's like a different and they turn into a different animal. People don't really talk about this anymore. But when I first came out here, like the easiest handicapping angle to everybody was
the paddock.
Well, no,
going to the paddock.
No. That's not what I'm saying. That's a good one too. But it was horse for course. You would see a horse who was 0 for 16, but 3 for 5 at Del Mar. You know what I mean? 0 for 16 everywhere else, but 3 for 5 at Del Mar. Horse for course. Nobody really talks about that anymore. But yeah, you're right. Here at Del Mar, looks in the paddock is of paramount importance. Our man Tom Quigley, he's out there every day. If you don't know him, follow him at Quigley's Corner, at Quigley's_corner on X. Tweets out his paddock observations every day, especially if you're playing at home and you want an idea of who looks good in the paddock. Please follow him. He is among the best. But don't listen to Ciaran when he comes back from the paddock, because he did this to me at Losal, and he made me spend. There was two Bafferts in a race. One of them could not lose. Ciaran comes back from the freaking paddock and says, "Oh, the other Baffert looks so much better. The ones that's taking all the money looks like 2 men in a horse suit."
I'm gonna tell Tom what you said, because I said Tom even agreed.
I think you must have misunderstood him, Ciaran. There's no way. All right. If you're alive out there, good luck.
All right, so Del Mar has some thoughts on why Thomas is going to win. You got a comment there, Frank.
Oh, he did. Okay. Oh, nice. Thank you, Del Mar. 3 of his last 5 starters returning from layoffs of 6 months or more. And he even has the freaking horse names. That's my man doing the kind of work. Ciaran, see, this is the level of detail I expect from you.
And then he wears red silks and puts a Lucky Charm in his right pocket.
Hey, the clothing angle is very important at Del Mar. There are certain trainers who look like slobs. But when they show up in a sport coat,
yes, I will say, we give crap to D'Amato all the time. We're like, don't wear a suit. Look like you don't belong here, please.
Don't give it away. Yeah, because he's always wearing jeans and a polo shirt. So he shows up. He shows up in an Armani suit.
And then we go, "Why are you doing that?" And he's like, "Well, they made me wear something nice because I got to do an interview." Yeah.
Hey, Del Mar, thank you for that stat out there. I like the 2. He was my top pick in the race. My top 2 A's were the 2 and the 10. So I'm with you on that. And I love Jonathan Thomas. He's a great trainer. Nick is getting me on the 10. Yeah, the 10 makes absolute sense. Great price on the 10. He has races that can win. The last was just a prep. I would absolutely throw some win money on the 10. Let's look at the board. 24-1. I'm going to do it again, Ciaran. I'm going to give out a bomb. Don't mess around in exotics. Don't do exactas. Just bet the 10 to win. Easy game.
I'm just going to go. I'm hedging myself because I really want I guess I'm going to do an exacta. 7-9. Win-win.
7-9 double win bet. What are you doing?
I'm just going to do our favorite bet. Like when I sub in for you for the newcomer seminar.
Yeah.
We talk about when we do the exactas, always box it.
Yeah.
3 horses are the best. Gives you 2 bites at the apple for 3. The pays are pretty good, so I think I'm going to do an exacta box 7, 8, 9.
All right, I'm going to throw that up there. Ciaran, exacta box. Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about doing a $20 win on the 7, but
not worth it at that price. Yeah, I don't know. If the 7 wins, you just say, you know what? I missed the first leg of the double, whatever. It was coming, $80. You would have had it a couple of times. Yeah, it would have been nice to have the money, but it's no great shakes. Yeah, big field like this, there's no problem with boxing. But, typically, if I like a horse, I want to part wheel that horse. So let's say I really like the 8. I would do 8 with 7-9, 7-9 with 8.
And I've done that so many times, and it's like, I can't think of when you key them, the box always seems to.
You know what you can do? Yeah, you could key them and also do the box. I've done that plenty of times. I'll key my key horse so I have more money if that horse runs first or second, and then I'll box, or I'll just do 7-9, box those. So if they run 1-2, you hit yes. But the thing is, are the CRWs going to suck the value out of your exacta?
That's the problem. Yes, that's why it was one of my favorite bets, and I've gone so against it. It's let's see, what my 7 with 8. 22.83. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
$22.83
for $1. So it's actually not horrendous, but still
not worth it. All right, they're about to go off. I'm going to mute my microphone so I don't ruin the race for everybody. Good luck. Let's go 9.
Gate to wire. They're going a fast clip right there. Oh, is this our? Come on, Diego.
No,
20 wide. Win this 20 wide. Come on.
Well, you had Ciaran, that was your top pick in the race. You just couldn't get the first leg.
I couldn't get the first leg. That's annoying.
But I know some of our listeners did. Gonna have to go back and see who got it, but I know some people had it.
Well, we did not blank. Well, you did, but
there is nothing I hate more than wire-to-wire
on that distance, which is
yes, I can't. It's ridiculous. That should never ever be allowed to happen. Why didn't freaking the Hollendorfer go? That horse has been on the lead in every route race. Just comes out of a sprint.
You know what's annoying, Frank? I said this would be my single earlier today. My all bet to the 7 versus the one I did was still 143. So I still would have made a $50 profit doing the 2 horses all.
What is the double coming back?
The double's coming back 143.50.
143.50.
So I could have done my all with 9-7. Would have cost me 110, and I would have walked away with money and had the win.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not.
It's more than really $7.50, which is your claim to. I'm getting on the T-shirt site.
So, Ciaran, next week we are going to be replaced by Nick Sievers, who had it for 20, and Dan H., who had it for 10. These are our guys.
Well, these guys listen to what we say.
They do their own thing. We should be listening to what they say. They had the 14 in the last race, which I never would have had. And I hated this horse. I wanted to beat this horse with every fiber of my being.
I said it was, well, you talked it. I said that was my single if I had to earlier.
Yes, you did. 7. You like the horse, no doubt about it.
I can't believe they let that horse just go without being challenged.
No, nothing. It's just, I don't understand it. This never happened in the old days. There was always somebody at your throat latch, no matter what. They never let anyone get away with anything. You never, ever I know he wasn't the favorite, but he was the morning line favorite. You never, ever let the favorite get a loose lead. Never, ever. Because there's no way you're going to win. You got to take it to the horse. Stick it to him.
We will say, like the will pays, 4 was the favorite. 7 was the second shot. I mean,
let's see.
It was 136 for the 4 to win and 143 for the 7 who did win.
So, yeah, I mean, basically co-favorites, $10 difference, not even.
At least we finally got a winner after blanking yesterday. So look, for those who are joining us late, Ciaran is not just redboarding. He actually did really like the 7. As you see, his $20 double was to the 7 closing out, and then he also had it here. So he used 2 horses in leg 1, most of his action going through the 7, who was his top pick in the last race. Unfortunately, he did not have the 7. Let's look at Frank. He did not have the 7 anywhere. All.
I'm telling you, these are horses I would just never bet. I'm never betting these
Frank's
horses.
bet was all with all except the 7. I think that was what your bet was.
I will say this. As long as I would have been happy for the $800 for you if the 9 had won, but I'm very glad that DeMoro actually did it. I'm glad that he didn't win because he needs. I don't know, man. That ride yesterday was horrendous. I don't know if his horse even got a call in this
I should have done all to the 7 because I was so convicted. But
yeah, but
it's an ass. But I will say the reason we did the all nonsense in the first leg was because the pays were so good into the next, and it still paid decent if you had an opinion.
Yeah, it did, but that's the kind of bet you have to kind of whack. I mean, you don't want to. So what? You spend $100 and something. It's like what happened to me to win 143. I mean, that's a bet where you're like, you hit it, for $50.
But I will say,
Nick had it for 20. Like that's good, right? He had it. My
horse that I was going to hammer in the double scratched into the 7. So I will take this as all right. And tomorrow I might hammer it.
It depends on the races, right? I mean, I haven't even looked tomorrow, but does it look any good?
I did not look.
Okay, well, we'll do it.
Fresh
Here, Terry's ready to replace us already. Dan Can and Nick Napper, your new hosts of Double Trouble Live. Oh, wait, hold on. Nick will be 5 minutes late. He's just mowing the lawn. He's out mowing the lawn.
We got to call his wife and say, paint the house.
Hey,
wax the car.
Nick Sievers is so good that he can do all of his freaking chores, get them all done, make his wife happy, and still freaking crush it at the races. All right, here we go. Was it official? Did they do a pick 6 carryover? Nice. All right, that's exciting.
Oh.
Yeah, the race is the final. It's official. Congratulations to Dan and Nick who had it. If anyone else out there had it, and I didn't recognize your name, I apologize, but congratulations to you. Ciaran, tomorrow we got to. Well, we're not going to do a show tomorrow, but maybe we'll post that picks on Twitter anyway.
Yeah, we'll post our picks tomorrow.
Yeah, and you guys should too. But we'll be back on Sunday for another show because that is the last bet of the weekend. It's the get out wager. Doesn't matter if you've lost for 3 days in a row. You will have a good opportunity on Sunday to either hit the double,
go home in trouble.
Who's going home in trouble, Ciaran?
You as usual.
And you. Both. We're both going home.
I hit the pick 5, so I'm alive still.
You did. Congratulations. Yeah, you could have gone all with all the money you made in the pick 5. But all right, thanks for watching, everyone. We really appreciate you. Congratulations to those who hit. We'll be back at it tomorrow playing the races, but we'll be live again on Sunday. Real quick, Dan H. Thanks, guys and gals. Good luck tomorrow. All right. Take care, everyone.
We'll see you guys on Sunday.